What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be different than the typical types of videos I put up. This is going to be a reaction video to Roberto Blake's reaction video to Casey Neistat's video about the pressures of being a YouTuber. So it's a reaction to reaction. Now Casey did his video about one of his friends, Sam Sheffer, who deleted his Twitter account. And the essence of all of this is that it's difficult being on social media and particularly on YouTube. Now I watched both of their videos and I think they both touch on a couple of good points. Now my reaction is going to be from the perspective of a small YouTuber who hasn't reached the levels of Roberto Blake or Casey Neistat has. And creating videos is something that I'm still relatively new to. So I think a lot of smaller YouTubers will be able to relate to what I'm experiencing right now. Alright, so in both videos, in Roberto's reaction to Casey Neistat's video, they both touch on the topic of can you make it on YouTube today, with the algorithm changing nearly every single day. And if you look at some of the stats, 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every single minute. And the quality of videos that are going up on YouTube are getting better by the day because technology is getting better. And you have tutorials like the ones that Roberto Blake creates on his channel that teaches people like me how to create videos for YouTube. So the pressure is there. Now me, I'm a coder. I develop websites, I create WordPress themes. So video creation did not come naturally to me. But I realized that it's important to be in the video space because whenever I create a website for a client, I obviously have to train them on how to use the website to make sure they get the best benefit out of it. And obviously there's only one of me and there's a bunch of clients. So instead of spending 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there teaching different people how to do the same thing, I thought it would be great just to create the videos. That way, whenever I create a website for somebody, I could just send them a link on how to do certain things with WordPress and how to configure certain things with the themes and the plugins. Now, since I'm not a natural video creator, it is something I had to learn. I started about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and at this point I have about 240 some odd videos. Now that's a lot for somebody who's brand new to the space. But let me tell you, the first 100 of my videos are definitely not going to win any awards. But like everything, it just takes a little bit of practice and dedication in order to learn how to do things that previously you could not learn how to do. Now since I've been on YouTube, I've grown slowly to right now about 4,500 subscribers or so. My videos have been viewed about 500,000 times. So again, nowhere near the success of Roberto Blake and definitely nowhere near the success of Casey Neistat. But as a small-time YouTuber, it's not too bad. And let me tell you, when I start looking at some of their videos and some of the stuff that other people within my space are creating, I knew that I had to level up my game. So I kept on watching videos, I kept on learning how to create better videos, how to use a software like Camtasia and Adobe Premiere Pro. I had to teach myself all this stuff. At the same time, being a father, being a husband, being a freelance WordPress developer, and every so often trying to get outside. Now, do I think I'll ever reach the levels of Roberto Blake or Casey Neistat? Who knows? What I do know is that you can never get there if you don't get started. And while the platform may seem extremely oversaturated, the reality is, if you have something valuable to share with the world, share it. Now, I love writing code. I like building websites, and I really like taking on new challenges, which is why I created 240 or 250 some odd videos for this channel. Because let me tell you, it was challenging. And when you see other YouTubers that are skyrocketing with less time on the platform, you can sometimes get discouraged. But you shouldn't compare yourself with anybody else. You shouldn't compare yourself to the Casey Neistat or the Roberto Blakes or even a Peter McKinnon who in less than a year got 1 million subscribers. If you compare yourself to them, the pressure is really going to be on. But what I can tell you is that everybody started with one video, one upload, one subscriber, which is often themselves or, their mother, their father, their brother, sister, or whoever else. And maybe a handful of views that probably came from yourself. Now, some video creators might create videos on a daily basis where they vlog about their entire day. That's a production level that I cannot keep up with. Nor am I trying to do that because the pressure for that would be overwhelming, especially if you're not a vlogger. The videos I create are more tutorial based, so they're more technical in nature. And this is not how I make my living. Yes, I do get a YouTube check every single month now. It's enough to buy groceries, pay for gas, maybe go to the movies, certain things like that. But what I have found is that creating videos has helped me get new clients. And since I create WordPress themes, my theme sales have gone up. I've made more money on my theme sales and my clients that I've gotten through my YouTube videos than I've gotten through YouTube itself. And in both of Roberto's and Casey Neistat's videos, they both touch on the fact of, can you make a living on YouTube today? And while it is possible, I mean, you hear about the success stories all the time. You hear about the Peter McKinnons, you hear about the Ace family, you hear about other vloggers and YouTubers who are doing phenomenal success in a short amount of time. Those results are not typical to the average YouTuber. It reminds me of one of my favorite movies called Rounders. It's a movie about No Limit Texas Hold'em, and Matt Damon is the star of the movie. And in that movie, he's going for the big win. And one of the other characters is more of a daily grinder. Someone who's trying to earn a living by taking small steps on a daily basis. And I think that represents 99% of all YouTubers. Sure, you have a handful of people with millions of subscribers getting millions of views within 1 hour of uploading their video. That's not me, and that's not the majority of small YouTubers. So the pressure is there. The pressure is there to level up your game in terms of your video production, learning new skills, all while trying to earn a living the way you do. Now, Roberto and Casey both touch on the fact that sometimes you might have negative comments within your videos or negative comments on Twitter or any other social media platform, and how that impacts your mindset. And I think Roberto said it best, where he said it would be easy to say just dust it off. It's easier said than done. And Casey mentioned the fact that, being in the public eye on a daily basis, putting up content that always has to meet people's expectations is not easy. And while nobody signs up for the negativity, negativity is always going to be around. So the pressures of being a YouTuber, especially a small YouTuber, can be significant. You have the pressure of trying to compete. You have the pressure of trying to level up your game, dealing with very slow growth in terms of subscribers and views, trying to make your living, and sometimes dealing with the haters. And that actually segues into one of my favorite quotes from Rocky. It's one of his last ones that he did. And he's quoted saying, "Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done." It's one of my favorite quotes. And that's life in general. That's YouTube. That's social media. That's the world we live in. If you want to succeed in anything, you got to be able to push through those difficulties, those tough moments where you're going to be challenged to level up to a point where you're not comfortable at. Because if you're not challenging yourself, then what are you doing? Alright, so this was just a reaction video to Roberto Blake reacting to Casey Neistat's video, who did a video about Sam Sheffer. And it all comes around in terms of the pressures of being a YouTuber and on social media. It's tough, it's not easy, especially for the small YouTubers like us, but there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. I'm sitting at home in front of my computer, gonna get ready to start coding, watching some videos. I spend a lot of time with my family. I don't spend an hour to an hour and a half on the train or bus every single day or get stuck in traffic. And this is my uniform, a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. All right, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out Roberto's video and Casey Neistat's video. I'll leave a link in the cards in the upper right hand corner and in the description down below. I'm gonna go make that money by starting to code. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.